setting growth goals. I think this is one of the hardest parts of growth strategy. What should your goal be? How focused is it? How long should you stick to a goal? When should you give up a goal? That is the question that we want to discuss in this part of the video series. Let's look at the case study that we brought with us for this topic, which is Monday.Rocks. You can check them out at the URL below. And they have two different parts of their business. They are in the team performance and team development business. And they have a consulting business, which is here under this URL. I'll show you here, the team analytics one. Or no, the team analytics one is the software and the team development one is the development. So now we have to make a choice. Which way do we want to go? Consulting is really hard to scale. Yeah, it might also not serve very well as the lead generator that they are looking for. So let's focus really strong on that team analytics part. Team analytics is a piece of software, a mobile app, where you can enter all of the positions and see how people are functioning together. They have a free trial if you want to check them out. This is not sponsored or anything by them. We are working together since a couple of weeks and they were so nice to allow me to use them as a case study. Let's just focus on scaling the software side. That is one very important lesson about setting growth goals. You have to focus. If you have a business with many different parts, you should really consider just focusing for at least 3 months on one area. Which one should you focus on? In my opinion, the one that has the biggest potential in the time frame that you have available, and I would suggest in a time frame of like 3 to 6 months. What could the bottleneck of a software business be? Let's look at that. Yeah, we have traffic, of course. They have about 1,000 visitors per month, which is not much, but it's decent for a B2B business. But it was never their focus, yeah, so far. Yes, they have some inbound leads coming in, but it's not very clear, not clearly tracked. Sales are coming in, but mainly as like an additional sale within their consulting business. So when they go in and do the team development consulting, it makes sense for the customer to also use the team analytics software. So it's an easy cross-sell. They are making about roughly 2K revenue per month just from the team analytics. The main revenue is coming in through the consulting. And they're wondering like, okay, could we increase this like to 20, 30, 40K a month? Yeah, and what would need to happen for that? Or should they focus on the most important thing of all, the return of investment? Like how much time and money they have invested in promoting the software and what they got out of it. What do you guys think? What would you focus on in your own case? What would you focus on in the case of Monday.Rocks? I'm really curious, let me know in the comments. So I think the sales is working all right. Once they have a customer that got to know them, they're good at sales and the product is convincing. So what I would focus on definitely is this area here, leads. And maybe as a means of generating leads, also traffic. But I really want to focus on generating leads. I think that is the main bottleneck. Pumping up some traffic is going to be easy, but converting them into the right lead funnel, that's going to be a challenge. Now, we set some very concrete goals here, and I want to share them quite openly with you and maybe let you get some insights as well during the next couple of weeks on how this is working. So the first goal with a scope of 3 months, I always said 3-month goal, is to bring it up from like maybe 5 to 6 sales a month to 30 sales a month. Why would we go for quintupling it? Because it started so low. Like 30 sales is the first meaningful number of sales that would get the product somewhere. And we set some constraints. I always set a primary goal, yeah. And even though I said I'm focusing in my growth marketing efforts on leads, the final outcome needs to be sales. And there's the constraint of, in the beginning, of a maximum of 3,000 euro ad budget per month. Once we show that the return of advertising spend, yeah, which is this beautiful number here, is profitable, that is above 100%, then we can spend more. What does ROAS 125% mean? If I spend 100 euro, I get 125 back. That's as simple as that. And since it's mainly a software product, there is not much additional cost occurring to that besides some server hosting, maybe the appointment setting if people really want to have a personal call before that. But that would have another advantages for the consulting business maybe. And why only so little? Why just make 25% extra? In the very beginning, if a product is not yet proven as a scaled lead generator, we are super happy if it's profitable at all, if it's not losing money. And this is why we started with a very conservative 125% return of advertising spend. But you will see that we focus on the next 6 months on increasing that return of advertising spend to 175, while also increasing the number of sales per month to 60. So this is our 6-month goal. Why so slow? Why so aggressive, you could ask. I'm pretty sure some people are thinking this is way too optimistic, and other people are thinking this is way too slow. Yeah, in 6 months, 60 sales per month, that is too lame. Yeah, it really depends on where you are and how fast you want to grow and how fast you can grow. I set initial goals, but I need to get some feedback from the product during the first weeks that I'm working with, and I need to see how far is the funnel already working. Yeah, what is already working, what is not working, and this is just an estimation. Yeah, this is where the direction that it needs to go. We need to add more sales per month. We need to make it more profitable, to be more fun, and I'm looking actually more to a ROAS of around 400–500%, while the founders would be actually fine if it's like mildly profitable, but the people who are coming into the business are also starting to convert to the consulting business. So they have an infinite lead magnet that creates revenue for them, that pays for itself. We call it a break-even funnel. But that also gets highly qualified people in, because people are paying like 390, 590 euro for the access to this team analytics software. So they are serious about developing their team. So I really like those goals. I wonder what you are thinking about them. And just let me know in the comments what kind of goals you want to set for your business for the next 3 and 6 months. I'm super curious. And then we can talk about it. You can go to getpirateskills.com/growth strategy and you can download the slides and all the video recordings, not only of this meetup, but of all the past meetups of the past 2 years under this URL. And yeah, let me know which one of the meetups you like best so far. I would be really curious about that. All right, so what we talked about now is the following. We talked about what is the right growth strategy, what components has it, and how to set the right growth goals. Once we have defined challenging, well-designed goals, which is absolutely the first step, then we can go to start drafting the marketing funnel. This is going to be handled in the next part of this video series. So stay tuned for that.